from Mississippi. That must be from James.
From Dad, let me check this out here.
If it's from Mississippi, it's mine.
If you recognize the beginning of this video, it is a clip from Good Times, a show that harkens back to an age where there was a quote-unquote old order. Now, if you know the television show, you know what happened directly after this, and it was kind of a running theme in the show that there's always bad news to follow up the good news. But what's more important is that James Evans was the one who was tasked with the role of taking care of his family. And that is what Dr. Ronald Neal speaks to when he talks about the old order, as he mentions what it is here.
See, the old order was this, and this is what the blue pillars are pushing. The old order said that it was compulsory. The old order said that once you turn 18, it was imperative for you to go out there and work, get a job, get married, and start a family.
Damn.
So the document I'm referencing is a live stream from Dr. Ronald Neal, and it will be linked several times in this video. But what I want you to do is I want you to actually take a look at the live stream, which is timestamped, by the way, so you can skip around it. But what's important about the live stream is he's talking about the fact that a lot of the traditions, the definitions of manhood, come from an order that is not the case anymore, as he's explaining here.
The baby boom, how the baby boom of the post-war era, the baby boom caused a major economic, an unprecedented economic explosion in the United States. The United States produced the biggest middle class ever in the history of the world.
Okay, so if you're getting advice about what manhood is, how to fulfill your manhood role from people who were part of that biggest boom, that was as simple as getting a job, buying a house, getting a mortgage, getting a family that's going to stick together, and you do your manly duty. But the truth on the ground is that the rules have changed. The environment has changed. And because the environment has changed, there's no longer us doing the James Evans. There's no more James Evans anymore. There's no more man, get the job, work hard, blue collar job, 20 of 30, 40 years, buy a house mortgage, and doting wife stays at home. And so we have to react to the market.
Damn.
As I mentioned, it's a very dense live stream, and that's why I implore everyone to go and watch it. And one of the sources that Dr. Ronald Neal cited was this video about some of the issues that are being faced by younger men.
And the second is social media, that especially among young girls, boys bully physically and verbally, girls bully relationally, and we've put these nuclear weapons in our hands with this. I also think that more for young men, they're not, I think they've been told a little bit that they're the, especially white men, that they're the oppressors. And I think the opportunities that maybe you had and I had aren't as plentiful.
The lay of the land is just simply not the same as it used to be. And so a lot of the advice that we were getting is advice for a time when you could get a mortgage for, low six figures, and you could get employment for 20, 30, 40 continuous years. And you were pretty sure that your wife or significant other wasn't going to leave you and break up the family. But things are different now. We're living in a different age. And so people are trying to adjust to the new situation. So I'm sure you've seen this article floating around, and a lot of people are talking about there being a crisis, a dating crisis for young men. I want you to hear from the professor himself on what his opinion is about the dating crisis.
There is no crisis. It doesn't exist. There's no crisis. if you are a young man, especially if you're a young black man, you're 18 years old, you're 19 years old, you're 20 years old, you're 21 years old, you don't have any.
Damn.
You want the rest? I suggest you go out and check out the live stream. Not only does he give out great advice in the live stream, he also makes a couple of references to some documentation that has shaped the way that we look at manhood and why it's outdated, and how we need to reform how we look at manhood and how we move. And he essentially endorses Passport Bros with documentation. Check out the live stream. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and catch you guys in the next video. Take care, guys.